defeat the Matrix with truth and love, because the Matrix relies on hate and deception. I love you enough to tell you the truth. And the truth is that you're fucked if you're not rich. I don't have any answer for you. People say to me, Andrew, what do I do if I'm not rich? I don't know. I don't know what you will do if you don't have a bunch of money, because it's going to become harder and harder. And in the next 30 years, unless you're rich, you are finished. You are done. The only thing I can do is try my best to teach you how to make money. That's all I can do for you. If you're prepared to work hard, I can guarantee you'll make enough money to afford carbon credits. If you're not prepared to work hard, if you're a quitter, then you are going to be a slave, and your bloodline are going to be enslaved for the rest of human time. That is the bottom line to it. There's nothing else to say. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you have to decide if you want to escape or not. If you want to escape, ladies and gentlemen, the things I'm telling you now on a public Rumble stream, imagine what I will be saying in my private network. Imagine what I'll be talking about inside the world.
Gold.
Or the real world. You can't just sit and coast any longer. You have to take drastic action. Everybody always says, if you tried your best, that's all that matters. The best is all you can do. If you tried your best, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you lose if you tried your best. Most people have heard that before. But there is a secret to the universe that most don't know. If you actually try your best, you can't lose. Not pretend to try your best. Not try your best 90% of the time. Not try your best with excuses. If you genuinely try your best all of the time, all day, every day, it's impossible to lose. So when people say, if you tried your best, it's okay to lose, that is a logic fail. Because if you lost, you didn't try your best in the first place. If you actually try your best, it is impossible to fail in this life. God is watching, and he rewards those who want it the most. If you want it the most, you can have it. It's a competition. Every dollar you want, the house you want, the car you want, other people want. You have to win. You have to want it the most and genuinely do your best, because most people aren't capable of doing their best anymore. To get up every day, whether they feel like it or not, and perform regardless. That is the secret. You cannot fail if you try your best. So if you don't have the car you want, the woman you want, the relationship you want, the friends you want, the house you want, you haven't been trying your best. Because I guarantee you, the second you do, you'll have all of it. Every single one.
Okay, we're in mid-chart. Good day, my friends. Traders, are you ready? There's so much to cover. Very exciting times. I've been convalescing, haven't been around. Here's some content. Let's go. You know what? You know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's try some Bitcoin. This one plain and simple, plain as day. This very easy signal to identify. Check this out. We got a nice strong support right around 82.5. 82.5. It could fall, retest, have the slight possibility of breaking to 78. I do think it will do that, but not yet. I think because of this pump, we're probably going to see minimum 85 right in there. So you could still technically get in a buy position. You know, it'd be risky. I'd wait for a brief little brief little sell-off to here, but you could take your buy positions and have some take profits right in here. Beautiful. What's the other possibility? Hold on, right here. Other possibility is, it's less likely, but other possibility is that it breaks 82 and falls to 80, 78, and then 76. I do think it will, but not yet. Moving on, let's give you some oil. So this is all because of the... Oh, okay, this is a lot to unpack. Hold on. Okay, so market is bearish all the way around because of Trump's tariffs policy, and it's going to take some time before the US dollar is bolstered further to expect an even further decline in oil. So we are expecting, after a slight retracement, probably to 68, so you could buy that. This is a buy zone. You can buy in, and to have a take profit, it's risky, but you can do it because we're going to downtrend. You can have a take profit at 68, right in there, even 67. Quick buck, guys, you know. But overall, I'm going to have to lean towards, because of these tariffs coming in, eventually like this is the course over a year, but maybe even 6 months. It's going to take a while for these policies to take effect. You know what? Just buy position, have an early take profit as like 67, that's safety, and then be prepared for a continuation possibly to 65, 64, somewhere in there. I do think we're going to downtrend hard because of these policies coming in, guys. So just be careful. Boom. Moving on to the one, to the only. Let's get it. Gold. Check this. Okay, so it's been a while since I made a video, so we're on the day chart. We all saw 3,000 coming. It wasn't that great of a prediction to come true. We got a bearish market. What does that mean? Economy bad, or sorry. So everything in the market's falling. Bearish market because of these tariffs and everything that Trump's implementing. What does that mean for investors? They look for something called a safe haven. That is predominantly gold. What are they going to invest in? What's going to pop? Always gold. When everything else is bearish, gold just flies right on up. This has just been a beautiful uptrend. 3,000 was an excellent prediction. I did expect, I think in the previous video, I said be prepared for 3,100. Did I think it was going to go to 3,170? I did not. Maybe 3,120, but it did right in here. Okay, so we had this bearish market. Let me get a different time zone going. Let's check this out. All right, so we had this beautiful giant 100 and how much is this? We got 160 down to one. So we got $120 sell-off, $120 movement. Drastic. This was like I only caught like the end of it, maybe around somewhere in like this morning. It was a little too risky for me to hop in later. However, I did, once I saw confirmation of the bottom, I did hop in the bottom in a buy position and ride it up briefly, hop out quick, easy profits. What can we expect now? What can we do? We're going to wait for some confirmation. There's no need to rush into anything, but we're back in the zone, right? We're back in the 3,100 zone. Nice little bounces there to prove it. Some consolidation on it. What can we expect? We can expect that to drop. I know I'm going a little small right here. Expect it to bounce off 31 again. Perhaps because this was a higher high before it fell, right, compared to the previous one, perhaps we could see 3,180 or 3,200. Sorry, that didn't come across right there. So could we see that tomorrow? Could we see that in the Asian market around 9 p.m.? Possibly. I'm thinking more along the lines of this is more of a Monday or even Wednesday thing of next week. I think if I had to put, I'd just be guessing at this point, guys, but more than likely we're just gonna test 3,100. The Chinese market will open. We'll get a pop, maybe up to 3,140, possibly. I think that's the most likely scenario. But letting you know, 3,180, 3,200, definitely possible. However, on the flip side, this is why you wait for confirmation. We could see a further decline. So if it does break 3,100, if it breaks 3,100, we will definitely see 3,000 again. Where are you? Right down there. We will definitely see that, and that will be the buy zone again, and that will change the trend for the coming months. We will not see a return. I don't think that's likely because of how drastic the retracement is. That's at least 75% back from its all-time high. Also, it usually, I would not count this and this as a double top because one is substantially higher than the other. So I do kind of think that we are going to have a giant retest of 3160. I could be wrong, guys. You know, this is why you wait for confirmation. Anyways, I'm running out of time. I wanted to make a quick video. If you want to make your portfolio a little more positive, or do you want my signals sent personally to you, check out Top Margin Trades. Message me. Good luck.